Welcome to Feluna, Decoding Your Cat's Secret Language, the place where we look beyond the surface of everyday cat behavior and discover the quiet, hidden meanings behind the things our cats do. Have you ever been sitting alone in your room, scrolling through your phone, working at your desk, eating dinner, or simply relaxing on the couch, when suddenly you feel something watching you? You slowly look up, and there it is, your cat, sitting perfectly still, staring directly at you. No meowing. No movement, no obvious reason, just two bright, silent eyes fixed on your face as if your cat is trying to read your thoughts. At first, it may feel funny, maybe even cute. You might smile and say, "What are you looking at?" But if your cat keeps staring, without blinking, without turning away, the moment can start to feel strangely intense. It may even feel a little mysterious, as though your cat knows something you do not. And because cats are naturally quiet, elegant, and sometimes difficult to understand, that stare can leave many owners wondering, why does my cat look at me like that? Is my cat asking for something? Is it love, curiosity, hunger? Or is my cat secretly judging me from across the room? The truth is, your cat's stare is rarely meaningless. In the world of cats, silence does not mean emptiness. A quiet look can carry a message. A long gaze can be a question. A soft blink can be a sign of trust. And a hard, frozen stare can sometimes be a warning. Your cat may not use words, but that does not mean they're not speaking. They are simply speaking in a language made of eyes, ears, tail movements, body posture, distance, timing, and emotion. To understand why your cat stares at you, you first need to remember one important thing. Cats communicate differently from humans. We rely heavily on speech. When we want food, comfort, attention, or space, we usually say it out loud. Cats, however, are much more subtle. They may use a meow, a chirp, or a purr, but much of their communication happens through body language. A slight shift of the ears, a gentle curve of the tail, a soft narrowing of the eyes, or the way they position their body can reveal what they are feeling. That is why you should never interpret a cat's stare by looking at the eyes alone. The same stare can mean different things depending on the situation. A cat staring at you with relaxed eyes while lying comfortably on the sofa may be showing trust. A cat staring at you beside an empty food bowl may be asking for dinner. A cat staring at your moving foot under the blanket may be preparing to pounce. But a cat staring with stiff posture, flattened ears, and a lashing tail may be uncomfortable, overstimulated, or warning you to step back. So, when your cat looks at you for a long time, do not immediately assume they are being strange. Your cat may be communicating, observing, requesting, bonding, playing, or protecting their boundaries. That silent stare may be one of the clearest ways your cat is trying to connect with you. One of the most common reasons your cat stares at you is simple. Your cat is trying to communicate. Cats may not speak in sentences, but they are very good at using repeated behaviors to send messages. If your cat wants your attention, one of the easiest things they can do is look directly at you and wait. To a human, this may seem mysterious. To your cat, it may be perfectly logical. They look at you because they want you to notice them. Imagine this. Your cat sits in the hallway and stares at you. Then they look toward the closed door. Then back at you. Then at the door again. That is not random. Your cat may be saying, "Please open this." Or perhaps your cat sits beside the food bowl and stares at your face, then glances down at the bowl. They may be telling you, "Look here, this is the problem." Some cats even lead their owners from one place to another, pausing to stare as if making sure the human is following. In these moments, the stare is part of a message. Your cat may stare because the water bowl is empty, the litter box is dirty, their favorite toy is stuck under the sofa, or a door they like to use is closed. They may stare because they want to play, because they want you to sit down, or because they simply want you to acknowledge them. Cats learn very quickly which behaviors get a response. If staring at you makes you talk to them, pet them, feed them, or follow them, then your cat may begin to use staring as a reliable communication tool. This does not mean your cat is manipulating you in a cruel way. It means your cat is intelligent. They observe cause and effect. They notice that when they look at you long enough, you eventually react. And from their point of view, that makes perfect sense. If a quiet stare works better than meowing, they may use the stare. If staring plus walking toward the kitchen gets food, they may repeat that pattern. If staring at you from the doorway makes you invite them into the room, they may remember it. In other words, your cat's stare may be their quiet way of saying, "Pay attention to me. I need something." And for many cats, this kind of silent communication becomes part of the daily relationship they build with their owner. Another major reason cats stare is because they want food, attention, or something connected to routine. Cats are creatures of habit. They learn the rhythm of your home with impressive accuracy. They know when you usually wake up. They know when you prepare their meals. They know the sound of the food bag, the cabinet where the treats are kept, the hour when you settle on the couch, and the moment when you are most likely to give them affection. This is why many cat owners experience the famous mealtime stare. Your cat may sit nearby and look at you with complete seriousness, as if they have been waiting for this moment all day. The stare may begin softly, but if you ignore it, it may become more intense. Your cat may walk around your legs, sit beside the bowl, meow gently, or simply continue looking at you with unwavering focus. To your cat, dinner time is not a vague idea. It is an important event, and you are the person responsible for making it happen. But food is not the only thing cats ask for with their eyes. Sometimes they want attention. A cat who has been alone during the day may stare at you when you come home because they want interaction. They may not immediately jump into your lap, but they may sit near you and look at you as if waiting for an invitation. Some cats are very direct and will meow, paw at you, or climb on you. Others are quieter. Their stare is their way of saying, "I am here. Are you going to notice me?" Cats may also stare when they want playtime. If your cat is watching you intensely, especially during the morning or evening, they may have energy to release. Domestic cats still carry the instincts of hunters. They need mental and physical stimulation. If your cat stares at you and then looks at a toy, crouches low, flicks the tail, or suddenly runs across the room, they may be inviting you into a play session. And sometimes, the stare is about routine itself. Your cat may not be hungry yet, but they know what usually happens next. If you always feed them after making coffee, they may begin staring as soon as they hear the coffee machine. If you always play with them after dinner, they may watch you finish your meal. If you always open the window in the morning, they may sit by the window and stare until you remember. This tells us something very important. Cats are not random animals drifting through the house without understanding. They are observant. They remember patterns. They understand your habits far better than you may realize. And sometimes, your cat stares because they know what should happen next, and they are politely, or not so politely, reminding you, but not every stare is a demand. Sometimes, your cat stares at you because they feel safe with you. This is one of the softer and more beautiful meanings behind a cat's gaze. Cats are both predators and vulnerable animals. In nature, they must stay alert. They are careful about where they rest, who they approach, and when they let their guard down. So when a cat chooses to sit near you, relax their body, and look at you calmly, that can be a sign of trust. A relaxed cat may stare at you with soft eyes, natural ears, loose muscles, and a calm tail. They may be lying on their side, sitting with their paws tucked under them, or resting near you without needing anything specific. There may be no food bowl nearby, no closed door, no toy, no urgent request. Your cat is simply looking at you because your presence matters to them. For some cats, love is not dramatic. They do not always leap into your arms or follow you everywhere. Some cats express affection quietly. They sit in the same room as you. They choose a spot where they can see you. They watch you while you read, work, or rest. They share space with you. And in the language of many cats, sharing peaceful space is deeply meaningful. When your cat stares at you in a relaxed way, they may be saying, "I feel comfortable here." They may enjoy your presence the way a person enjoys sitting quietly beside someone they trust. There is no need for constant touch. There is no need for noise. The connection is simply there. This is especially true for cats who are naturally independent or shy. A very affectionate cat may climb onto your chest and purr loudly, but a more reserved cat may show trust by staying nearby and watching you calmly. If your cat used to hide from you but now sits across the room and looks at you with relaxed eyes, that can be progress. That stare may mean they are beginning to feel safe. It may be their gentle way of entering a relationship at their own pace. So if your cat looks at you quietly from across the room, do not always ask, What do you want? Sometimes the answer may be nothing. Your cat may simply want to be near you. They may be enjoying your presence. They may be watching someone they trust. Another reason your cat stares at you is because you are one of the most interesting parts of their world. Indoor cats especially spend a lot of time observing their environment. They watch birds through the window, listen to sounds in the hallway, notice changes in furniture, and study the movements of the people they live with. And because you are the person who feeds them, plays with them, opens doors, changes routines, and brings energy into the home, you are extremely important to watch. Your cat may stare when you stand up because they are wondering where you are going. They may watch when you walk toward the kitchen because the kitchen often leads to food. They may stare when you pick up your keys because that may mean you are leaving. They may observe you putting on shoes, opening a drawer, carrying a bag, or changing clothes. Over time, your cat connects these actions with outcomes. This is one of the reasons cats sometimes seem to predict what you are about to do. They are not magical. They are observant. They have studied you. They may know that when you sit in a certain chair, you stay there for a while. They may know that when you open a particular cabinet, treats might appear. They may know that when you turn off the lights, bedtime is coming. Their stare is part of their learning process. Cats may also stare at your face because they are reading your emotional state. Many owners notice that their cats become quieter, more attentive, or more physically present when they are sad, stressed, sick, or unusually still. While cats may not understand human emotions exactly the way humans do, they can notice changes in tone of voice, movement, posture, facial expression, and routine. If you are crying, exhausted, or sitting silently for a long time, your cat may stare because something about you is different. This can feel surprisingly touching. A cat may not comfort you in the same way a human would. They may not understand every detail of your sadness, but they may notice that your energy has changed. They may sit nearby, watch you carefully, or approach more gently than usual. Their stare may be curiosity, concern, or simple awareness. You are part of their world, and they are paying attention. In this sense, your cat's stare can be a sign of connection. They are not only looking at you because you provide food. They are watching because your actions affect their environment, their routine, and their sense of security. You matter to them. Your movement matters. Your mood matters. Your presence matters. Of course, cats also stare because they are curious and because their hunting instincts are triggered by movement. Cats are natural predators, and their eyes are designed to detect motion. Even a tiny movement can catch their attention. A tapping finger, a moving foot, a dangling cord, a twitching blanket, or a hand sliding across a desk can become fascinating to your cat. You may notice your cat staring intensely at your fingers while you type on a keyboard. Or they may stare at your feet moving under the blanket. They may watch the sleeve of your sweater swing as you walk. They may focus on your hand as you hold a pen, a spoon, or a piece of string. This stare is different from a relaxed gaze. It is more focused. The pupils may become larger. The body may lower slightly. The tail may twitch. Your cat may look as though the entire world has narrowed down to one moving target. This does not always mean your cat wants to attack aggressively. Often, it is play behavior. To a cat, movement is exciting. The instinct to watch, stalk, chase, and pounce is deeply built into them. Even well-fed indoor cats still need to express this natural behavior. That is why interactive play is so important. Wand toys, feather toys, and chase games allow cats to use their hunting instincts in a healthy way. If your cat stares at your foot under the blanket and then suddenly jumps, your cat is not being bad. They may simply be reacting to something that looks like prey. From their perspective, a mysterious moving lump under fabric is extremely interesting. The same thing can happen when you move your fingers quickly near them. What seems harmless to you may activate their playful hunting mode. The key is to redirect this energy. Instead of letting your cat attack your hands or feet, offer a toy. Teach your cat that toys are for chasing, not human skin. This protects you from scratches and helps your cat satisfy their instincts in a safe way. So, when you see your cat staring with focused intensity at something that moves, remember, that stare may be the first stage of the hunt. The eyes lock on, the body prepares, the tail twitches, and then, in one sudden burst, your tiny house tiger may pounce. However, Not all staring is gentle, playful, or affectionate. Sometimes, a cat stare can signal alertness, discomfort, fear, or irritation. This is one of the most important parts of understanding cat behavior, because misreading this kind of stare can lead to stress for your cat and scratches for you. A tense stare usually looks different from a soft gaze. The eyes may appear wide and fixed. The pupils may be very large, especially if the cat is frightened or highly aroused. The ears may flatten, rotate sideways, or point backward. The body may become stiff. The tail may lash from side to side or thump against the floor. The cat may crouch low, arch the back, puff the fur, growl, hiss, or freeze in place. If you see these signs, your cat is probably not asking for affection. They may be saying, "I am uncomfortable." They may feel threatened, overstimulated, trapped, or uncertain. In this situation, staring directly back into your cat's eyes for a long time can make things worse. In the animal world, a hard, direct stare can sometimes feel like pressure or challenge. If your cat is already tense, your intense eye contact may increase their stress. This often happens when people approach cats too quickly. A cat may be sitting in a corner, under a chair, or on a high surface, staring with a stiff body. The person thinks, "Oh, the cat is looking at me, I should go pet them." But the cat may actually be asking for space. If the person moves closer, reaches out, or tries to pick the cat up, the cat may swat, bite, or run away. From the human perspective, it seems sudden. From the cat's perspective, they gave several warnings that were ignored. That is why reading the whole body is essential. A relaxed stare and a tense stare are not the same. A cat with soft eyes, loose posture, and calm ears is very different from a cat with a rigid body, flattened ears, and a whipping tail. The eyes are only one part of the message. If your cat gives you a tense stare, the best response is to reduce pressure. Do not force contact. Do not chase them. Do not pick them up. Give them space. Turn your body slightly away. Soften your gaze. You can blink slowly, look away, and allow your cat to decide what happens next. This tells your cat that you are not a threat. Respecting this boundary builds trust. Many people want cats to love them quickly, but cats often build trust through repeated experiences of safety. Every time you notice your cat's discomfort and give them space, you teach them that you understand. Over time, this can make your cat feel more secure around you. One of the most beautiful forms of cat staring is the slow blink. If your cat looks at you with soft eyes and then slowly closes and opens them, this is often interpreted as a sign of comfort, trust, and affection. Many cat lovers call it a cat kiss. It is one of the gentlest ways a cat can say, "I feel safe with you." Why is the slow blink so meaningful? Because in the animal world, closing the eyes means lowering vigilance. A cat that feels threatened does not want to close their eyes. They want to stay alert. So when your cat looks at you and slowly blinks, they are showing that they do not see you as a danger. They feel relaxed enough to soften their gaze. They trust the space between you. You can respond with a slow blink of your own. Look at your cat gently, without staring too hard. Slowly close your eyes, then open them again. You can also turn your gaze slightly away afterward. This creates a soft, non-threatening exchange. Some cats will blink back. Some may look away. Some may come closer. Others may simply remain relaxed. Every cat is different, but the message is often calming. The slow blink is especially powerful because it respects the cat's communication style. You are not forcing affection. You are not grabbing, hugging, or overwhelming them. You are speaking quietly in a way cats understand. For a sensitive or shy cat, this can be much more meaningful than sudden physical contact. If your cat often stares at you and slow blinks, consider it a compliment. Your cat may be saying, "I trust you, I feel safe here. You are part of my world." And for an animal as careful and emotionally subtle as a cat, that is a beautiful message. To truly understand your cat's stare, you must learn to read the whole cat. Think of the eyes as one word in a sentence. The ears, tail, whiskers, posture, and situation complete the meaning. A soft stare usually comes with a relaxed body. The eyes may be half open or gently focused. The ears are in a natural position. The tail is still or loosely wrapped around the body. The cat may be lying down, sitting comfortably, or resting near you. This kind of stare often means trust, calm curiosity, or affection. A demanding stare is usually more purposeful. Your cat may look at you, then look at the food bowl, the door, the toy, or the window. They may meow, walk back and forth, rub against your legs, or lead you somewhere. This stare often means, "I want something, and I believe you can help." A playful stare is more intense and energetic. The pupils may widen, the body may crouch, the tail tip may twitch. The cat may focus on a moving object, wiggle slightly, and prepare to pounce. This stare often means the hunting instinct is awake. A tense stare is harder, colder, or more frozen. The body may be stiff. The ears may flatten or turn sideways. The tail may lash. The cat may growl, hiss, or avoid moving. This stare often means stress, fear, irritation, or a desire for distance. The context matters just as much as the body language. A cat staring at you at 6 in the morning near the food bowl probably has a different message than a cat staring from under the bed after a loud noise. A cat staring while lying beside you on the sofa feels different from a cat staring with a stiff body after too much petting. Timing, location, and recent events all help explain the meaning. So, what should you do when your cat stares at you? First, pause and observe. Do not react too quickly. Ask yourself, what is happening right now? Is it close to mealtime? Is the water bowl empty? Is the litter box clean? Is a door closed? Has your cat been alone for a long time? Is there a strange noise outside? Is your cat relaxed, playful, or tense? If the stare seems calm and affectionate, you can respond gently. Speak softly. Offer a slow blink. Let your cat come closer if they want. You may invite them with a relaxed voice or a gentle hand, but do not force the interaction. Cats appreciate choice. When affection is offered without pressure, many cats become more trusting. If the stare seems demanding, check whether your cat needs something. Maybe it is time for food. Maybe they want fresh water. Maybe they need play. Maybe their environment needs adjustment. Try to understand the pattern rather than simply reacting every time. If your cat stares for food too often, you can create a consistent feeding routine so they know when to expect meals. If they stare because they are bored, add more playtime, climbing spaces, puzzle feeders, or window watching opportunities. If the stare seems playful, redirect the energy to a toy. Do not use your hands as prey. Use a wand toy, feather toy, or something your cat can chase safely. Let them stalk, pounce, catch, and complete the hunting sequence. This helps satisfy their instincts and reduces unwanted biting or scratching. If the stare seems tense or uncomfortable, give space. Do not stare back intensely. Do not corner your cat. Do not reach suddenly toward them. Let them retreat if they want to. A cat who feels in control of their distance is more likely to calm down. And if your cat's staring is new, excessive, or combined with other changes such as hiding, loss of appetite, unusual aggression, confusion, vocalizing more than normal, or changes in sleep and litter box habits, pay attention. Behavior changes can sometimes signal stress, pain, or health problems. In those cases, it may be wise to consult a veterinarian. Cats are very good at hiding discomfort, and changes in behavior are often one of the first signs that something is wrong. In the end, your cat's stare is not something to fear. It is something to understand. Behind those quiet eyes may be hunger, curiosity, affection, trust, boredom, playfulness, caution, or a request for help. Your cat is not simply staring into empty space. They are watching, learning, communicating, and connecting with the world around them, and you are a very important part of that world. The next time your cat looks at you from across the room, do not just look away. Pause for a moment. Notice the softness or tension in their eyes. Look at their ears. Watch the tail. Observe the body. Think about the time of day, the place, and what your cat may be expecting. Maybe they are asking for dinner. Maybe they want to play. Maybe they are warning you that they need space. Or maybe, in their quiet feline way, they are simply saying, "I trust you enough to share this moment with you." Cats speak in silence more often than sound. And when you learn to understand that silence, your relationship with your cat becomes deeper, warmer, and more meaningful. You begin to see that every stare, every blink, every tail movement, and every quiet pause can be part of a hidden conversation. Thank you for watching Feluna, Decoding Your Cat's Secret Language. If this helped you understand your cat a little better, please follow the channel, give this video a like, and share it with another cat lover. And tell us in the comments, when does your cat stare at you the most at mealtime, bedtime, playtime, or for no reason at all? Keep observing, keep loving, and keep decoding the secret language of cats with Feluna.